everyone, welcome back to Sam the Developer. In previous video we talked about how to call the admin APIs via RESTful services. In this we're trying to cover how to call the admin API via GraphQL. Now, if you ask me what everyone should go for, my answer would be always GraphQL. Because in case of RESTful services, once I call the API, I will get all the details, which I might not need as of now. So that is like I am wasting a lot of resource when I call them. For example, the RESTful API give me 100 fields. I might only require 5, right? So those 95 unwanted fields is a resource wastage, which doesn't happen in case of GraphQL. In GraphQL, you create a query and you say, I need only these 5. Whenever you get me back these resources, I only need these fields out of it. So it actually limits the resource and help you utilize the resource in a better way. So in order to call the Shopify GraphQL APIs, the first thing you need is to have a store and the token that you have created. So for example, in this case, my store name is my invoice app, which might differ for you. I mean, that could be your store app altogether. And then the second thing is a token. We have generated the token in the previous video, like while calling the RESTful services. I will use the same thing for calling the GraphQL, and it works perfectly fine. So my, if you see, my token would be this. Okay. Now, the first thing that we need, so once we are sorted with the store name and the token, now I need to create a query. In order to create a query, Shopify has given a very cool explorer, which is called GraphQL Shopify Explorer. If you go ahead and click on this, the first link, I believe, and I'm in API Exploration Admin GraphQL Explorer. I am looking for this white screen. Yes. Now, if you see, if I click on play button, I'm just trying to check if this works fine, and yes, it does. So let's try to solve a problem where we want to know the order count, a total number of orders I have in my store. If I go to Explorer, now there's a lot of APIs I can call to. But as of now, let's ignore everything and just move to something with order count. So it's all alphabetically sorted, so it will be easier for you to understand. So if I click on order count, you see like this is adding it right here. So that's the beauty of GraphQL. I only need order count and I just need the count of it. And if I click on play, it is giving me this result. That's it, nothing more. It is not even giving me limit, query, count, precision. If I click on precision, it is going to add something more. This is the new field I want to add. But let's say I don't want this. So I will just unclick this and click on play. Now this is the response that I will get. So now this is the request, or this is the query that has been generated for me. Let's go to GraphQL and see it in a real action. Now if I go to GraphQL, I will get new HTTP call. Now all the GraphQL call has supposed to be the post because it has a body to it. So if I click on the body, now I need the URL for this. Now let me explain you the GraphQL URL for this. So if you see this is the store name. So this is constant. This will change as per your store. This is constant, and if you want to call the GraphQL, this will be GraphQL. And if you want to call something with a customer JSON, this is the customer JSON. So that's the only thing that changes here. So let's go back. Yep. And this thing, if you see, this is that version 202407 is the latest version. I can go ahead and choose the older version, but yeah, it's good to have the latest version because it will have more features in it. So we talked about the store. This is the constant thing, and then this is the version, and then the GraphQL JSON. Now if you go to body, you will see there's an option of GraphQL as well. Now if I click on GraphQL and I copy this query and paste it here, and then I send it, this will fail because I haven't added the key, the header key that we were talking about, right? So if I just quickly copy this API key that I have generated, and this actually has So this is the header that you have to key, which I have to put in, and then the key value. And if I click on send now, this should give me a response. Perfect. Now if you see, my order count is 1. Let's just validate quickly if really the order was just 1. If I click on order, it is just 1 order, so that means it is giving me the right result. Let's do one more example. Let's say I want to get the order details, maybe, right? So if I go to GraphQL, I think you remember the screen, and I go and click on GraphQL admin API. I actually don't need that, I can do it from here. So if you go to orders, and I am looking for the first 10 orders. This is the limit thing, which we will talk in different video. I mean, there's a separate video altogether which I can create on this, on the limits and how you can recursively call the RESTful and the Shopify or the GraphQL APIs altogether. So let's say I want to know the billing address, city. I don't need the company, country code. I don't need all those things. And then I am looking for something with the customer details. Perfect. So I'm looking for the email and display name of the customer and the orders that person has, first 10 orders maybe. So I mean, you can go ahead and see if discount applied, edited email. You can go ahead and choose all of them, or you can just choose the fields that you want to, right? That's how the beauty of GraphQL is. And if I click on play, if this breaks, see, this doesn't break, so it is giving me an output like the billing address is null, customer null, and all these things. So let's quickly copy this entire GraphQL again, and in the body, let's replace this and click on send. Now I'm calling my store, and it is getting me email test@gmail.com. Display name is Sam Developer, and I don't have a billing address, but I have the customer. That's all. And the nodes, I mean, this is the order, which order ID it was. I can still go ahead and get the order details in this case. Let's just quickly validate that the display name was Sam Developer and the email was test@gmail.com. If I go to so the customer name was Sam Developer, which is correct, and the email, if you see it, test@gmail.com. So this is how easy this is to call any API. All you have to do is just play with this thing here, the Explorer, which will give you the query. Once you have the expected output, just copy that query and run it. That's easy. That's how easy it is. But if you have any questions around it, if you want more examples, for example, if you want to know the orders with all the like the price, if it is fulfilled or not fulfilled, what are different light items in it, and you're not able to create the query, you can put down in the comment, and I will just give you the query for it, and I think you can move forward with your development. But yeah, that's pretty much it about the GraphQL, how you can call it, and how this is so cool, right? So yeah, until the next video, thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, because a lot of effort goes in for me for getting all these videos. And I will give you a sneak peek on one of the stores, one of the app that I'm creating for my one of my client. So which might help you, because I have all the features there, like this is the authentication mechanism, and once you log in, you can sync the order from one of the stores, and you can see like the different names of user present here. I have manifested, completed, remaining, and all these things available. So yeah, this will be like the application I will go through at the end once this is completed. But yeah, till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much.